gon' talk, we gon' have fun. We be on fire, we be lit. It's a unique hustle, big.
Check it. This unique hustle. It's your boy ECEO, and I'm here with the lovely, amazing, official Miss Jamaica. What's going on?
Nothing. You know, Madeo, walk on. I want y'all to stop what y'all doing right now. Go like, subscribe, follow us on all social media platforms. Our TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, you name it. We are on it. But most importantly, go to our Patreon channel. That's where you're going to see our full-length interviews. Because, you know, Mr. E love
to chop it up, because that's the name of the game. We got to keep the people's attention span as well, and we got to pretty much, if you cut something like you know, sometime when I'm feeling myself, I let you cut my steak up. You know what I'm saying? It's just much better when you cut it. I'm sitting back there waiting on it. You know what I'm saying? So I like to cut it sometimes. So
digest
like
it better.
Yeah. Well, I'm cutting the steak so everybody. When I cut it in the scenes, I'm really trying to give you something. And to be honest with you, a lot of times you might miss it if I don't cut it in dynamic. I pull stuff into it and all kind of stuff. So I hope you guys, because some people love the clips. I've had people to stop me in the stores. I've had people to say, "Hey man, keep the clips coming, man," because they don't want to look through it and find the meat. They want me to find the meat for them, bro.
But the full-length interviews can be found also on our YouTube channel as well under our membership package. So go ahead and support the brand. You know what it is.
Man, hey man, hey, listen, you better support us, man, because hey, we only here by faith.
Exactly.
Man, listen, man, we got a couple of guys in here today, y'all. These guys here don't need no introduction, man. These guys been... Hey man, listen man, when I tell you they got a story, man, they been through it, man. Hey man, I got Louisiana in the building today. Y'all know how I am, from Texas to Louisiana. I'm in the South, and to be honest with you, this show right here is different because we always, you know, we rep this whole southern region, man, like no other, man. And I think we're being that voice. All our people are getting a voice down here, telling people the true story of how things are. And ain't no big eyes and little U's when it come down to Boss Talk 101, man. These guys right here, though, listen, man, when it come down to the streets and the things that these guys have faced, man, they have extraordinary stories, man. And Kunta been on here before, man.
Yes, sir.
Kunta been on here before, and I'm gonna be honest with you, Kunta, one of them guys, man, I don't play about. He gonna always be able to come on Boss Talk 101. Whenever he say the word, I'm pulling up the cameras. You know, if I don't end up back in New Orleans, man. But he brought some people with him today, man. These guys is heavy, man. My boy Chucky is in the building, man. Charles Daniel, man. Sure. Yeah, and Everett O'Fray, man. Big Buff is in the building.
Definitely. Old friends definitely in the building, man.
Man, listen, man. Listen, man. Hey, man, you guys, man, y'all story is different, man. You know, each one of you guys have done extensive amount of time, man. But I want to get it right, man. Chucky, you did 27 and a half years.
That's right.
And you did the same?
Yeah,
27 and a half?
Yes.
You did 28, cool?
Pushed me out 1 year, and we all got a half added on.
All of y'all did 28. You did 28 and a half?
I did 28. They did 27 with a piece, and I did 28 with a piece.
Wow. What's up with the halves, though?
The halves is enough time for you to make that decision whether you're going to carve out or you going to fight the charge. It's the strategy that they use, you know. That change is always the court dates in and out, making decisions, you know. It's whether the people going to, you know, force you into taking a deal that you don't want to take because you want to be free after the years you done put in. You gonna sit it out. Me, myself, I had to sit it out. Wow,
so all you guys was it around the same time that you guys was locked up?
Yes.
94, 95.
He was in first.
I was in first.
He in first.
He came.
I come right behind
him.
He come right behind me.
And all of y'all knew each other before you went in jail?
No. I knew him before. Me and him was enemies before I went to jail.
Oh, wow.
Y'all just didn't rock it because y'all was from different neighborhoods?
Yeah, we were from different neighborhoods.
That's it.
But we was close in the sense of his family.
Right.
Okay.
His sister played a big part, and me and him not either taking each other out because me and his sister is real close. So with that being said, it just was, if I catch you slipping, he got me. If I caught him slipping,
wow. I want to get the Big Buff, man. Like, we like to go down through that. We want to go into just the detail because we got something on Kunta. Kunta gave us the spiel on the first interview.
Right.
But I really want to know, we want to go back just a little bit in your background. What part of, you from New Orleans?
Definitely.
What part?
I'm from the Florida Project.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes, the Ninth Ward. They say the Ninth Ward, but I say the Florida Project.
Yes.
Never heard that before.
Right.
Florida, why they call it
You
that?
never heard of the Florida Project?
No. I heard Ninth Ward, but not Florida Project.
See, the Ninth Ward is made up of different parts. The Florida, the Desire, across the canal is the lower Ninth Ward, And all the other parts they consider as the upper Ninth Ward.
Oh, okay.
Like the Florida Project, Desire Project. The Ninth Ward has 2 projects, the Florida and the Desire. They right across the tracks from each other. Yeah.
Wow. So how is it? I mean, it's impoverished?
Yeah, it's definitely definitely the ghetto for real.
I say,
yeah, really the ghetto in real life.
Point.
Was it any
Is it?
rappers from like from the Ninth Ward?
Wow.
Well, right now they got like YD the illest. He's out of the Florida Project. He's smoking in the city right now. But back then, we ain't really had nothing from downtown. But what? Manny Fresh and Gregory D.
We had one.
Manny Fresh and Gregory D from down there.
Yeah,
nigga, that's big. You just said something huge. Man, I seen the bus when Mac was on there and they put that damn video together. That's huge. You talking about just Manny Fresh?
Yeah,
you can't just Manny Fresh.
We got one more.
Who is well?
One more. They always tuck him under. Big Mike.
Yeah,
Whoa!
Whoa!
I'm looking for this
I'm
dude.
so sick of them overlooking Big Mike.
Bro, this
they
dude.
overlook Big Mike when it comes to South, and Big Mike
can't
smash half
overlook
of the
Big.
thing down.
He smashed these dudes. Listen, the album came out. Don't I talk about it that summer? And when it came
Some
out,
serious, still
some
serious, all that.
still. No, the some serious
Yeah,
one.
some
When
serious,
I was in the park, man, you didn't skip a song.
right.
People don't like to talk about
He
that
mad,
part.
man.
You can listen to all of that whole album. I'm just a player, all of that.
You better
and
believe
that
it.
thing was smoking. Shout out to Jay, would rap a lot. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
that's right.
All that stuff was hard,
That was
man.
one of his greatest. I don't care how he
Matter of
cut
fact,
it. I don't care
that
what was
was one
going
of
on
his
in the
greatest.
Mike
camp.
stayed across the street
Big
from
Mike
us. Man,
shook
his
that
little
spot.
brother was real cool.
Really?
Yeah. They stayed on the other side of the project.
Yeah.
They got 2 sides of the project, white side, black side. That's what they call it. And we stood on like in between on Elva, and they stood on Elva too, but they still across the street from us. Me and his little brother used to hang out together. I don't really know Mike like that because he wound up moving out here to Texas.
Of course.
But I know him from seeing him, whatever like that. Yeah.
That was hard, just the fact that he come from there and Manny Fresh and you said Gregory D.
Yeah, 7 Ward. They from 7 Ward though.
But it's still close by.
downtown. Yeah, it's downtown.
Wow, man. And like I said, it's just a history of the New Orleans sound and just the jazz and all that that come with New Orleans, man. That whole situation, when I went down there, I'm 5 miles from Louisiana, as I always tell people. I'm on the Texas side, but every time I came into Louisiana, man, just the feel of the people and the culture.
Right.
It's just, even from Shreveport on down, Natchez, all the way down into Monroe, it's a different feel when you start going into Louisiana, man. I'm telling you, man. Alexandria, what was it, Lawton, or what is that called? It's a Lofton, it's a couple of places down there. Lafayette.
Yeah.
It's a couple of, it's a dude came on here the other day, Marcellus the singer. He from down in Louisiana, and Ruston. Is it
Ruston?
Yeah.
Another part of Louisiana.
So it's just a bunch down. You got to unpack that whole thing, bro.
Right.
And then when you start hitting BR, Baton Rouge, and then hit New Orleans, you deep down in there.
All that flavor. All that flavor.
Say you can't cook though.
Definitely.
You can't cook. I call people out on this show.
I'm 207 pounds.
I can't do nothing.
I'm 207 pounds, man.
Can you dabble a little?
I can do a little lightweight something.
No, man. So just when what did they ended up? How did you bump your head? Like,
Oh man, it's just coming up like I came up, man, seeing a lot of different things, bro. What I know now that I didn't know then, man. We were kind of experiencing a whole bunch of like mental stress and all kind of at a young age, seeing dolphins out in the hallway, seeing people get killed, seeing people get shot. We go to school, nobody address those issues. So we hold them, only thing they want to know about the work or whatever like that, where your schoolwork at, make your grades right. But nobody mess with the trauma that, that come with that, and just all this different trauma building up, bro. I was always smart in school. I never got kept back in the grade. I always was in advance in school. But what happened when I left school, what I saw, every day, my everyday life, I'm seeing, people doing all these different things. So of course you're gonna gravitate towards the wrong things. Growing up where I grew up at.
what was the thing that pulled you into the fact of how you end up going to prison?
Man, like I said, just seeing what I saw and coming from the family that I come from. My family, they dealt in drugs and different things like that, just like everybody else. And we were misguided, bro. We were, falling in lust with all the wrong things as it relates to the materialistic things, people saying your name, different things like that excited us. You know, and I saw it happening with other guys. So, you know, being a young guy, easily influenced, I saw it and I wanted it too.
But Big Buff, let me say this, man. Cause
Okay.
I always had a problem with this, man.
Okay.
You know, we always, that old lady that seen us doing bad, you know, she'll say, he ain't nothing but a drug dealer, or he ain't this, or the community will look at you
Right.
bad, but it wasn't nothing compared to the way the court system was gonna treat you.
Right.
And it wasn't even right, because they was pushing these charges and these certain crimes in our way, so we would stumble.
Right.
You understand that?
Right.
So this was not. They make prisons for a reason,
Right.
and it ain't for their own kind.
Right.
And you got to understand that. So when you start seeing a lot of this stuff happening, you got to really take a real look, a panoramic
Right.
look at what really going down.
Right.
And
Right.
you'll see that this stuff is pretty much being directed in a way to where it can stumble or have you to hit the wall.
Right.
So, and when you hit it, it don't even have to be hard. They're going to make it harder than what it was. You
Right.
know that.
Definitely.
See
Definitely.
what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So I always had a problem with that, because I know that our people were misled by the news.
Right.
When they look at TV, black people are looked at in a certain way.
Right.
But that's what they were strong on during
Right.
that time too.
Right.
They'll watch on TV, so in their mind, the perception they seen when they seen New Orleans, or all that, when you seen the levee break, all that stuff, it put us in it gave us a certain look that made us feel like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? It
Right.
gave us a certain look
Right.
that wasn't right, man.
Right. The system was set up to hold us back.
That's it.
You know, when we young and unconscious, we don't know.
So that's why I stopped it, because I
Right.
know already you were going in on the fact, but
Right.
then I'm looking at the layers of how things are laid
Right.
out
Right.
too.
Right.
I want them to see the real, like.
Right. I just was giving you like the basic steps.
Yeah.
You know, when I was young and unconscious, I didn't know. But in prison, I went to reading. I started reading.
There you go.
I started reading. I started listening. I started paying attention to a lot of things.
But let's
Then
go back. I don't want you going to prison yet. I want to talk about you basically, even to get locked up. What did they get you for?
I was charged with second-degree murder.
Second degree murder.
Yes.
What was it? Did they get you right or wrong?
They had me wrong.
Okay, so
Right.
at the end of the day, was it something where they just picked you and said you was the one, or was it something where you was in the vicinity, or did they just
was-
charge you with the wrong charge?
Yes, I was basically overcharged.
Okay.
It was a manslaughter because everything that happened was like in the heat of the moment but they charged me with the murder. That's what they used to do then, overcharge you. I had been to the parish like 3 different times for different, same kind of charges, 3 different times, you know, and it wasn't by coincidence. It just was set up like that. Matter of fact, after the second time that I got arrested, the homicide detective told me, look, you'll be back. We ain't gonna never take your picture down. You'll be back. Me, not really knowing what's going on, I'm really like, man, what is you talking about? Not really understanding what he actually saying to me. Not understanding that. So I'm like, man, go ahead, man. You got me bad now. And guess what? I came right back. So like I said, the system was set up to hold us back, but we don't know, we young and unconscious. We playing a game that we don't even understand the rules to.
What?
But
ahead.
my question was, if this is a cycle that's been going on for generations,
Right.
And as a kid, you seen older people who came out and like, man, you need to quit, or you gonna be in there just like me.
Right.
Why do we keep falling back into that same cycle?
Because as a kid, you're easily encourageable. People may tell you, look, don't do this, don't do that. But what you're seeing is more prevalent than what people telling you.
Right.
Right? Because, all right, they said that you don't start to mature until you're 25 years old. I believe that. Because you're encourageable when you're a kid. Like, people telling you one thing, but what you seeing every day. Who getting all the girls? Who getting all the money? Who getting all the things? I hear what you saying, but everything I'm seeing right here is telling me something different.
And you see the risk. You see people dying. You see people in
Right.
prison. You see all the risks that come with it.
Right, but at a young age, you ain't even be able to comprehend it as you are when you get to be an adult. So when your mind matures, you start being responsible. You don't know many people that's 30 that just jumped off the porch.
Right.
Okay, you do 27 and a half years, but how
Right.
much time did they give you actually?
I was sentenced to life. I
whole
was sentenced to
thing.
die
You
in
was
prison.
sentenced to die in
To
prison.
die in prison.
How do you end up out?
Oh man. I went to prison and man, all I can say, bro, is God bless me
Thank you.
because I learned some things for real. I studied the law for real. I started studying the law for real, right? So then I went to kind of like understanding what's going on. So I went to like helping other people who were similar situated. So I used to always feel like, look, I'm versus the state of Louisiana as it relates to this legal thing, because I felt like, look, y'all took advantage of me when I ain't knew what's going on, but now I know what's going on. Now and I ain't gonna let you do it to nobody else.
Right.
So every day in prison, that's how I lived. I lived to help people. I lived to make people's situation better, because I was talking to the young people that was coming to the prison, and I knew they ain't even understand the situation that they fell in right there. You heard me? So I was there to kind of be like, all right, look, let me try to give you some game. Let me show you just how wicked this stuff is for real. And they had other brothers kind of like blessing them with different kind of literature and stuff like that. What I was doing is blessing them with the legal aspect. I'm showing them, look, this how it go for real. These things that you need to know as it relates to your situation. How you wind up in the situation, how you could possibly get out of the situation.
What was the worst case that you seen? I'm gonna get to you. What was the worst case that you seen that you helped a person that came into prison that was confined, and you seen that it wasn't done right, and you was able to help him?
Man, there was a lot of them.
I want to hear the worst one.
Man, I can't. I don't have a.
One of the ones that stick out to you.
Oh, all right, yeah, definitely. All right, I was at a trustee camp.
Okay.
Right, which is Camp F, and they had a guy that I know. I'm gonna call him C. He had been down like 30 years at the time, right? And he kept saying, "Man, I want you to look at my case, buff. I want you to look at my case. I want you to look at my case." I'm like, "Man, you've been in prison all this time. You just want somebody to look at your case." He said, "But I done got all kind of people to look at my case, bro. But man, they say they can't help me." So he go get his case. He was on a murder charge. Matter of fact, he ain't even did the murder. He ain't did the murder, come to find out. But at the time, he just really like, man, I'm just trying to see what's going on. So when I read his transcripts, I'm reading his transcripts, I'm like, hold up, bro. I see that they started your trial, and then in the middle of your trial, they changed the charge to something else. And he like, yeah, they did that. I'm like, they can't do that. I'm like, because the reason that they give you an indictment is to put you on top of what charge that they're gonna charge you with, for you can prepare defense.
That's right.
You can't change lanes once the trial starts.
Right.
The trial starts with Valdal, meaning when they pick the jury. They did it in Valdal. And I'm like, man, you ain't supposed to be here right now because of this issue right here. And he like, man, nobody ever told me this in 30 years.
They kidnapped.
I see, that mean whoever you let look at your situation, they kind of like ain't knew what was going on, bro. Everybody who profess to know don't mean they know for real.
Right.
And you know, and a lot of people just didn't
or
do
turn
the
their eye to
necessary
it.
research or whatever like that. So I was able to help the brother out, man, and he was able to get out of the prison.
Wow.
Because of that.
From the time you talked to him to the time he got out, how long was it?
Probably was about 6 months.
6 months you got him out?
That's quick.
That's, God blessed him. I always say God bless the brothers. He just used me to bless them.
That's right.
6 months you
So
was able
in
to
that
figure
case,
it out.
did he have to use his lawyer? You know, you brought information to him. Did he have to go to his lawyer?
No.
How does that
He
work?
had to go to court. He had to go
By
to the
himself?
court.
I'm just saying. Or,
Yes.
Oh, you can do that.
Your pro se, they call it a pro se
Oh,
writ.
okay.
You do it yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's like what we call in Louisiana, it's like a post conviction.
Wow.
It's post conviction relief. In a post conviction, you pro se.
Right.
You can actually get a lawyer, but you're not afforded a lawyer. You don't.
Right.
You're not guaranteed a lawyer.
Right.
But if you can afford one, you can get one. Most people can't.
In 6 months you get this guy,
Right.
did he get to come home? How old is he? You remember?
Man, during this time, he was probably like
50 something.
50,
Yeah.
something like that. He was probably like 50.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this was how long? How long ago was that?
Man, it was like in 2010.
Okay, I wonder if he's still alive.
That was like a
Is he
20. I
still
don't
alive?
know.
Do you keep contact with these people?
No. Now that I'm home now, I run across a whole lot of guys that I was blessed to help, and every time they see me, whoever they with, they be like, "This the dude right here. This the one that helped me," or whatever like that. In prison, I never knew how much it really meant until I came home. Not only did I help the guy, I affected families. You know, I brought families back together. You know, I see it now because I'm doing the same work now for the public defender's office, and I get a chance to really actually see it. I get a chance to see families reunite. In prison, I just took it for granted. It was just like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
How many people can you think of? I know you probably don't know the exact number, but while you were in prison, how many people did you help?
It's impossible. I'm gonna answer that.
No,
for you.
I'm one of
I
them.
Literally.
I can't.
Like-
You have too.
I can't.
I'm one of them.
We're talking about it.
like
Since I've
under
been in
100?
No,
like
over 100.
over 100.
Yeah, over 100.
And how many years were you doing this for?
Oh, I started. I was an inmate counsel for like 17 years,
17
but I
years.
started working on my own case prior to being an inmate counsel. So basically, when I got off the bus and they showed me how to use the law library, that's what I learned. All of us was in prison around the same time. So when they'll probably be going this way, I'll be going this way,
right.
and I'll be like, "Look, y'all, come on." And at first, I used to get mad because they didn't want to come, but
Oh,
then I
God.
said, "You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna learn it to be able to help my other brothers." So it didn't matter to me that they didn't come no more. Now I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna try to bring them or reel them in some kind of way. I just want help.
Let me cut in there just a little
how
bit on
long
that.
was it? Did he help? Did he end up helping you as well?
Man, that he been helping me from day one. That's before the law even came in, before he even studied the law, because he's out the area with my charge card. So he's just trying to make me understand what the law's about from the little piece he knew. But then when we got to the prison, while us being young, he was one of the only young guys that had it in him to attack law. Only, I'm talking about, I can go on for days. All us that went up to the prison in our generation, and it was only a few of them that was young that was able to
Grasp
just literally
it.
go into the law library every day and dedicate themselves to that. Me, I didn't have it there in my head to even challenge that because of my situation. I was falsely
Right.
accused, so my whole thing was like, man, they got me. They done set you, they got you. I'm coming, but not through just keep running to the books. This too nice. So they really had me jammed in. So he would try to pull me all the time. Man, you need to get down here, get
You
down
wouldn't
here.
go.
My thing was pay for attorney. Every attorney I had paid for attorneys from 94 all the way until 2019.
How much money is that you
I'm two
spend?
different lawyers.
I know.
I had to pay for attorneys.
That's
since
a lot
I've
of
been in
money.
prison. Now one of them got me out of jail. Now one of them found anything to help me get back into the courthouse. I got an attorney from New York. I didn't pay him $1 American. I didn't pay him nothing. That man freed me within like 18 months.
Wow.
Exonerated me, not freed me. Exonerated me. I ain't paid him $1. I had an attorney that was actually assistant district attorney in Orleans Parish on my case. When she converted over, she's one of the worst attorneys there is. I'm gonna say this now. I'm gonna put myself out there on the lamb and say that this woman will literally rob you blind out your money. And what me saying this is, her name is Julia Tizzer. I'm not defaming her because I can show you stats on every case she took in and go to prison at the same time. You took like 7-8 cases at one time. And it's impossible for you to juggle that many cases. at
Is
one
there a
time.
rule to say that you can't do that though?
She's hustling. She's been hustling from the beginning of time, but they understand this in the city. This is why we doing the podcast. So this brother can deliver the narrative of law to them, literally, not in a form of school where they would run from it, but he's gonna give it to them where they can understand it.
That has to be a gift in that in
Yes,
itself.
yes, yes. And
Right.
he ain't charging them a penny for it.
Right.
That's the thing. He
Exactly.
never did charge a penny.
Wow.
So this podcast we about to start is not about money.
Educating.
Yeah, it's real talk. So he's gonna teach you what you need to know before you go into the courthouse.
Wow.
He cannot be your attorney if you have an attorney on because of his job. He's actually employed by the public defender's office. So he can't speak to someone that's already represented by an attorney.
What is the name of the podcast coming?
Streets to the Pen.
Streets to the Pen.
Streets to the Pen podcast.
And it's gonna be
it
you-
will be
y'all
popping
three?
off this month. You will see nothing but DOC guys being interviewed on that podcast randomly. We're not doing people outside. It's only dealing with formerly incarcerated and incarcerated guys. Period. I'm not trying to get caught into the internet world outside that. Now people outside can tap in, ask questions, find out things of that nature. But what we doing is all about the prison. For us, the inside and how the facility is being ran, I'm going to personally try to shut Angola down because of the violence that's going on inside the prison.
Candyland.
They have a saying that's been stated in prison that goes along like with the sayings of Las Vegas and things of that nature. What goes on in here stays in here. I'm about to flip that narrative. I'll bust that shit down by myself because the things that's going on in there, you're not supposed to keep that to yourself.
Right? Wow. Let me ask you a question, man. Like when you first seen his case, what did you think?
Before I even seen this case, when he came into Paris jail, by me being from the area where the charge happened, I basically was like, man, nowhere in the world you could have done that.
You know it's impossible.
You already knew.
Yeah. It was like impossible.
Why?
Now picture me meeting
How does
him
that
after
happen?
2 weeks and sitting 28 and a half
Dirty
years
Paris?
with him knowing that.
Man, I can't tell you how it actually happened. He can tell you more about that.
He have told us,
but I know
you when you seen him, you say ain't no way. Why would you say ain't no way he done it?
Because I know the distance. I know the distance from where it happened at to where he got arrested at, and I knew it was impossible for you to get from here to there. That's like all of us from downtown.
5.5 miles.
And all of us know downtown. We know how to, how these things, how we can get from here to here, because we done
Short route.
been to these places so many different times. And the shortest route in my mind couldn't get you from here to there in the time that they were saying. I was like, how that go? How that thing?
But wouldn't it be in court? They would have to prove that in order to.
Not if you got a sorry lawyer.
Not really. No. And all right. Man, I'm not a lawyer. Right? Yeah. I'm not a lawyer, right? But I can tell you this: most cases they have in Louisiana, they have direct evidence, they have circumstantial evidence.
Right.
So it's more like, all right, I'm gonna throw it out there and see what happens. Mm-hmm. Most of the guys that we were in jail with, they were arrested for first-degree murder, right? We knew it was a first-degree murder, but it was more like, all right, we're gonna arrest you for first-degree murder. We might take you to trial for first-degree murder, but if you get found guilty on second-degree murder,
we good.
I did what I was trying to do.
Either way it go.
Wow.
That's their way.
What happened to the other guys that was with you?
Oh, well, both of them, they right now, they politicking hard. Both of my co-defendants, Leroy Nelson, Ernell Jalute, a.k.a. Sidney Hill, which is one of them, well, they politicking, bro, heavy. As far as the case is concerned, we still dealing with civil issues. So they're in the city at all times, brother, basically selling merch, selling, things, dealing with our case, and steady pushing it, bro, just trying to promote what.
Wow.
It's crazy, man.
Wow, so, I really, really look at, you guys, man, and I think, man, that's a lot of time. For you to do 28 and a half, 27 and a half, and we about to talk to you, Chucky. We got to talk to you. And for you, Big Buff, to do 27 and a half years and then to be sitting here, because a lot of people died during that process. I know y'all seen that happen as well. Right. Some people that you knew was innocent that died before, they could even get out.
Right.
And I think that's more where that's your name going down to say that you're guilty when you're really not.
Right.
And the family being looked upon a certain way because of that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So after a person die, there's no way you can clear his name?
Nobody, everybody forgets about him.
They forget.
Yeah. Nobody, he's not pushing his narrative no more. Nobody's really pushing a narrative no more. He dead.
But legally, can you actually clear a person's name after they're dead?
I think you could.
Yeah.
I think you could.
Let me ask you this: how? Okay. And we're not gonna go into too much detail. But when you start talking about people that's dead, do you think it's right? Because we've heard of a couple of people that are getting out because they're blaming people that have died for the crime. Basically the crime that they was together on when it happened or around the vicinity together. Even if it did or didn't happen that way, so that they can be released. Is this something that you agree with, or is this something that you totally would not agree with?
I pass on that one there, bro.
He passed on that.
Let him go ahead.
I'm going to answer that one more time. And to show you that I meant what I said, I'm going to say the same thing. Man, I understand. I can't sit here in front of them guys that do that shit. Say I don't understand. But what I will tell you is this year. When I think about the whole thing and I think about people's family and what could transpire after that. If I throw the charge on him, or if he throw the charge on me and I'm dead, you threw my family out there. Because somebody might want to retaliate on my family for their loss. You see what I'm saying?
I get it.
They might gonna kill my daughter. I kill his brother. Now I'm dead, and they smash and just run through my family. When you throw that charge on the guy, and said, "Well, that's who did it." Now he dead, cool, all right. And now you got to see his family pass in front of you all day.
I get it.
You didn't throw them under the gun.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I like the answer that you gave because that's serious.
Yeah, that's serious. You playing with people's kids
man.
and everything. That's
serious
disrespectful.
And I ask y'all this because, and I'm gonna get to you because you was just locked up with C Murder, but I want to really understand how. I hear rumors that C Murder has an opportunity to say that Soldier Slim was the one that did the murder. Or that killed the guy, the kid, and he could be released. I keep hearing this.
That's fact. But like I said,
no, I'm saying I keep hearing this, and it's circulating in the streets. Everybody, I hear it all the time. But some people saying, I know he didn't do it.
He's a different type of guy. I mean, and why would he? I mean, he know that man mama. I'm talking about he's close to the family. So why would I just lay up there, and just disrespect that after all that woman went through? I'm gonna just sit here and say, yeah, well, Slim killed, and you know what I'm saying? That
but if he said it, they saying he could be released just for saying that.
I mean, you see where he said that,
built like that.
So that lets you know how he still said that.
Like that.
That shit been in the air forever. So that just speaks on the level of what type of guy that is, and that's not to discredit all you other guys that decide to do what you do. But hey, man, I respect that guy for making that decision. And when you think about it, only reason I'm saying asking about it is because, like I said, here lately, it's been something that I've been hearing a lot. I don't know why. Maybe you said it was something that was already circulating in the air. Why have I just started hearing it more and more lately? Because I mean, the people actually see. And people gonna try to kill that guy. They're actually trying to stretch him out.
Yeah.
How many people do you need to tell you that man didn't commit that crime?
Right.
For you to just hang on to little threads of somebody that's saying some shit and then they recant it. This shit is so sick. They got a female-ish. I'm sorry for putting y'all there, man, but I gotta mess with this. You know what I do, streets to the pen. She was actually intertwined with his case, with C Murder case. This female right now, I have shit on the phone. She professing to have a kid for me before I went to jail.
Wow.
She was supposed to be one of the witnesses against C Murder. The shit it flipped me out because I'm knowing I was dealing with her on the street, even though me and homie didn't really rock in jail. Him and my co-defendant is real tight. Me and homie just, we holler and keep it moving. But when I found out that she had something to do with the charge on college, she like, they was trying to make her say the dude did the shit. These people literally, she had a few checks, she bust a few bad checks or whatever she was into.
They was trying to scare her.
Yeah, she was in the spot that night in the club when it took place. And shit. She literally told them to do it and then they told her.
To you stop doing
yes. You're gonna say it. They had her jammed up and they was gonna, take care of the issue or whatever she had for her to testify against dude. So when I found out that she didn't testify, I never brought it to his attention. Hey, bro, I know, because me and her wasn't on good terms for me to even tell him that, like I could get something handled. But I did want to get in contact with her. And from her, bro, same old shit. That dude didn't do that shit. And they was trying to make everybody say all of them was in a little room. They jammed them in. A few strippers, a few of them broads that were dancing. They closed them in. They didn't want to let them out. They brought them all in, and they went to interrogate them and telling, trying to make them say that dude's name. That's real shit.
Wow.
And it sounds crazy, but I know shit like that happened because of my own charge.
Yeah.
See, that's how. Before that, I wouldn't be able to believe it. I mean, if I was just a regular citizen, I'd be there trying to help
that
him.
mic. Let me.
Hold on, before he leaves, I want to ask Big Buck a question.
You got stuff in there. Big Buck passed on the last question. You might watch him.
I heard you have a brother that had passed away. Tell me about your little brother.
Rest in peace, Black the guy. Yeah.
Well,
Tell me what happened.
He got killed.
Here recently?
No, that was like in 2013.
What? You was locked up?
Yeah, I was in prison.
How did that affect you when you heard that?
Man, that was a big blow.
It's personal. This ain't for the TV. That's just talking.
Yeah,
right, man.
Yeah, that was a big blow there.
How did you maintain?
because I was used to maintaining, bro. You know, in prison, I was like the go-to guy for everybody, right? And I juggled, man, so many different things at one time, and I just added that to my juggling because my family was grieving. So you know, and I ain't really had time to do no grieving. I had to make sure that my mama, my sister, and them, you know, my whole family, I had to make sure that they were straight because my little brother was the backbone of the family at the time. He the only one out there. He the one, you know, taking care of business and, you know, whatever, you know. So when he got killed, man, it was crucial to the whole family.
How old was he?
I think my little brother was 32,
Okay.
33, something like that when he got killed.
What did you hear in prison how he got killed?
Well, I didn't actually. When he got killed, one of a guy come woke me up. I was asleep. He come woke me up and was like, you know, when I saw him, he crying. I'm looking at him. He from out, you know, he out the project too. I'm looking at him like, man, what's up? He said, man, they killed him, bro. And I'm just like, who? I'm thinking one of his people got killed because he crying real tense. I'm like, who? And he said, your brother. I'm like, man.
What was his name?
Man.
What was your brother's name?
Merle.
Merle. And it was like they killed Merle.
And I'm like, what? I'm like, man, go ahead.
You didn't even want to believe that.
Yeah. And then when I went call, the person who answered the phone couldn't talk to me. I'm talking about everybody they passed the phone to.
They didn't want to.
Couldn't tell
like,
you.
And I'm like, man, what's up? What's going on? What's up? What's holding up? Talk to such and such. Talk to such and such. And then one of my little nephews wound up getting the phone and was like, man, yeah, bro, homie got killed. I'm like, whoa. I ain't asked what happened, how it happened. I just was like, look, I'm gonna call y'all back. And I had to process it, you know. And a lot of guys inside of the prison, man, I shouts out to the brothers inside of the prison because we stick together for real. They was coming to see me in droves. Like, what's up, bro? You good? You good? You good? And I'm like, man, I'm good. So I just turned all my attention to my family. You know, and was like, what's up with y'all? You know, with y'all, you know. Then every day I tried to call and talk to my mom and talk to her because I understood how, you know, how crucial it was for everybody.
How it affected everybody.
So, you know, I just turned my attention towards that. And, you know, and the things that I do now is dedicated to my brother and my cousin. My cousin was killed too. Rest in peace.
During that same time?
Yeah, be right before my little brother, like 2 years
right
before my little
okay.
brother. Rest in peace, Cheddar Black. And everything that I do now is in dedication to them. To show that, look, man, y'all ain't waste y'all lives for nothing. You know, y'all, you know, yeah, everything that y'all did, whatever y'all did on whatever level, I'm about to do it on this level right here to show y'all, look, in spite of that right there, this right here can come out of the same project, the same hood. We can do it just as good as much as they think that we do bad. You know what I'm saying?
Did they find the guy who killed your brother?
No.
Nobody never was.
Did they even look for it?
They said they did. I don't know. I'm like, all right.
Okay, but being locked up. Let's be real.
Right.
The streets talk, but there's a code that's in the prison where you hear stuff.
Right.
You didn't hear nothing about your brother's killers.
I heard all kind of different stuff, so I ain't never know what to believe.
Oh, okay.
You know, it was like this and that and this and that. So I'm like, all right. You know what I'm saying?
Too confusing.
Because I'm really more like, you know, all right, it happened, and I ain't trying to advocate for nobody to go to prison.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I understand how it go for real.
Because you never know who they picking, and
Right,
they just picking whoever.
right.
You seeing so many people getting picked wrong.
Right.
You don't know if they just gonna get somebody and throw them in there.
I'm doing this stuff every day. I'm reading these cases every day. You know, I'm reading this stuff, you know, and I know, like, innocent guys sitting right there with me. They sitting right there with me. So many people. So when you go to hearing this, that, and 54, you be like, that's when you know you don't really know.
But if that guy knew did it,
who done
I
what.
probably almost put my head on it. He still wouldn't want it. He wouldn't give a fuck. He wouldn't want him in jail.
Wow.
It could literally be the dude. I'll put my head out there.
Let me ask
What's
you
the
something.
most-
I want to ask about Soldier Slim.
Hold on, let me ask this question.
Okay.
What's the most common wrong that always popping up that you see all the time in cases?
Misidentification.
Yeah.
So many people are
Prosecuting
misidentified.
misconduct. Yeah.
So many people are misidentified because of all kind of different other influences on their mind. You know, man, it was so many situations to where a guy, they're charging a guy with a crime, right? And then they might have another guy in prison that's kind of like maybe from around that area, maybe was out there when it happened. And they'd be like, well, how did they get you for this crime? And he's saying, no, such and such said it was me. And the guy might be like, I was out there.
But you call it misidentification. I know that it's just a lot of time cases where they trying to get, you know, they want to get, the prosecutors want to get that case resolved, and they want the conviction.
Exactly.
And they don't care, so they trying to figure out ways to, because their next step is judge.
Just like Mac.
Just
like Mac, because they said the guy had stepped forward saying that I did it, but they still wouldn't let him
because they
do
want
the
that
time,
conviction.
They want that.
The reason I call it misidentification, because I know people who actually was like, yeah, that was him. I saw him. But it really wasn't him for real. You know, I know cases like that. You know, like when the DNA might come up, like people identify people, right? It was him. He done it. Then the DNA come up
and it's somebody
and they said,
else.
It wasn't him. I'm telling y'all what I saw.
DNA don't lie.
Prime example of what they do.
That's why I call it misidentification.
This is how witnesses can be bamboozled and coached so easily. And they like to use this scenario dealing with law, with cases. You see me sitting here with a gun. We all know I'm the only one sitting here with a gun. Lights blank out. Boom. Boom. Y'all hear the shot. Light come back on. I still got the gun. He dead. Who did the shoot?
You.
He did it. Now how you gonna deny that? The lights was out.
Yeah.
You didn't see shit. You seen me with a gun in my hand. Lights went out. You heard a shot. Lights came back out. You still see me with a gun in hand. He was dead.
It's called reasonable doubt.
Yeah, that's enough.
They gonna make circumstantial
evidence.
That's the law.
That's it. It is fine. It's right
you
there.
Can't get
they
mad.
make you believe it.
You can. The district attorney, the judge, they're not supposed to put their feelings in the case.
Right.
And they be like, "Oh, this motherfucker just got away," and then they'll throw a whole nother loop to make that shit work.
Because at that point, what they're gonna look at all your background. You were the one on the streets and drugs. He's a good guy. You know, it couldn't have been him. It had to be you. Even though it was him, they're gonna paint it on you.
Know what they say about me? I was a kid, juvenile. I mean, I was a kid. You sent all three of us was kids. You sent us to the prison, gave us life sentences for something the head district attorney said it was the same thing he just did. It was impossible. He said we didn't do it. The head district attorney said it was impossible. Now, how you got ranking officers from the bottom to the top making it possible?
Wow. Okay. Did you ever do time with Soldier Slim?
Yes.
What was that like? I always do my Soldier Slim story. I gotta do it.
Oh man, Slim was.
One time with Slim.
We had a good time with Slim. Slim was on the tour with us.
Okay. Was this the time when? Was this the same time I told you about?
Yes, sir.
With me.
Okay, give me that. I want to hear the good because I had a lot of riffraff about this. Kunta said last time on my show that he coerced Soldier Slim to rap, and people didn't like that. Certain people spoke out against that. So I want to hear what you say happened that day because you was there.
Okay.
Now I want to hear you.
I just want to shoot one thing before we jump. Okay. First thing, I would like to ask anybody, because that situation, period. I love that cat. When they heard me say that cat, you know, you hear this gangster shit, or you hear that, and you hear that. I said, man, the dude is a good dude. See, when you hear somebody put the good stamp on some dudes, and dudes have a jacket for doing other things, they feel like you insulted him, or you took away from this thing. At the end of the day, you just heard what he described Slim to you.
Yeah.
You just asked him.
Yeah.
Good dude. That don't mean he ain't about his shit.
Yeah.
That don't mean he ain't gangster. That's at the end of the day, he's a human being.
That's real.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, the rest of these suckers that's trying to speak for that guy, hold it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that day, Kunta told me that he coerced him, and I heard the story. I put it out. What happened? Did he want to rap, or what was it like when he came to jail?
It was more like this here. Like everybody loves Slim, right? So we hearing Slim like, you know, doing all kind of different raps. You know, of course we want to hear Slim, right? We want to hear Slim get down. So it was more like we was like, man, Slim, you know, like you keep on, you know, Slim, man, when you gonna get down? Slim, when you gonna, you know, every day we was on him.
on that nigga neck.
We on him because we on him.
Y'all want to hear that music?
And you know, Slim, he like, man, I ain't really know.
Come on up, Chucky.
Yeah,
come up, sit right there.
Slim more like, you know, I ain't really know.
You got to get that out of there.
I got it. I'll fix it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Slim more like, man, I ain't got. Come on, Slim, bro. Come on, bro. You know.
Basically, you see him, y'all want him to rap, y'all trying to get him to go in
every day,
but he don't want to do it. How long did that go on?
Man, if we took this thing about a week or something, man.
You was in there too. He was your celly at the time.
I went to middle school. I went to middle school with him. I'm real childhood partners with him. I'm real childhood partners with him. Y'all know him as Soldier. We know him as Magnolia Slim.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what
Right.
I mean? But that's what he is. He a soldier. He like me and him. He like Kunta. He a soldier. 10 toes down. You know, but like he said, dudes wanted to hear this Magnolia Slim on the tip, man. He's a legend, a local legend.
So y'all both was like, we got to hear this.
You about to go home. You ain't gonna sit 60 days. You know, we got the 60-day rules. Ain't nobody, you know, they don't pick the charges up. You know, we out of here. You about to go home. They ain't got nothing on you, man. We need a concert on this tip, man. On that type of level. Nigga not like, you know, Kunta made him about to beat him up and make him rap or nothing. No, we need to hear you, man. You Magnolia Slim. Yeah, before you go home, we need you rapping on this till. We need a concert. You tripping. And then they had 3 more dudes out the city out the night war. What their name is? Graveyard Soldiers. So we needed a concert on the tip. Y'all saying y'all can mess with Soldier, y'all can mess with Magnolia Slim. Slim, they got 3 dudes over here, the Graveyard Soldier. Oh, and he cranked it. That's how that went.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how that went. He wasn't,
Slim gave us that.
But still, so when Kunta finally was able to say, hey, man.
Right, Slim in front of the cell. I'm in the cell with him. Slim like, man, you got the rap, baby. You got to give us
something. And then what Kunta said?
Yeah, he in front of the cell. I'm in the cell with him. You got the rap. You got to give us something, baby, before you go home. You about to go home.
And what he say?
Man, you know I don't like, look. If Slim wasn't a rapper, he'd have been a comedian, man.
Yeah.
I know him for real. If he wasn't a rapper, see, if he was in his room right now, you have all us laughing right now, man. That's who Slim is.
Wow.
That's who he is.
So in that day when he rapped, how long did he rap for?
He cut up. You see, every local hit he ever had, he cut up.
He did everything.
Right. Made the other dudes that rap don't even want rap.
Yeah, they kind of like gracefully bowed out.
He shut after Kunta had talked to him. So Kunta, when he came to your cell, he said, hey, man, come on, man, you got to give us something.
You got to do something. Been quiet since you been on the tip.
And that was the first time Kunta really just spoke to him about it.
But he been on him too. Like, I know him. He been on him.
But that day, what made it different? Kunta had never said.
He about to go.
He about to go home. He about to go.
Yeah, like I said, we've been sweating him hard already. You know, every time I talk to him, like, Slim, come on, bro.
Come on, man.
Get on with that, bro. Man, come on, bro. Get us a few, like, just a few balls or whatever like that. Man, I don't be really, you know. Slim, with that, bro.
You know how to do all that, bro. He really like us. He just not.
He a real street nigga for real.
Street dude.
So you know how it was then. Was different than what it is now. You know, because, you know, if you're a real street nigga, you don't really want to be a rapper too.
Rap and all that.
So, you know, it's like, you know, I can't rap, but I ain't really no rapper. Don't be pulling up on me.
That's the type of time homie.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
But like Kunta and him, I know you said Kunta was a soldier and Slim was a soldier. You know, like during this time though, these 2 young soldiers, 2 young bulls.
Right.
You know, and it was a mutual respect.
Right. It was all love.
All love.
You know,
wow.
Slim come down there, you know. Chilled our hat to him because he was a stand-up guy for real.
When Slim went home, when Magnolia Slim went home, he put his name in the rap. He put his fall.
He did. He put their name in the rap.
He put Food Dude's name in the rap because he messed with them dudes.
Chuck, you got to act golden when he come up there. What he come doing? When he got there, come up to Camp J.
Looking for us.
Right.
He looking for us.
He's a stand-up guy for real. You know.
Right.
During that time, in that parish right there, during that time, you had to be a stand-up guy. I didn't care who you was or where you was from.
If you had 11, you had to be 11 too.
Yeah, you had to. You know, and he was a stand-up guy.
Let me go in.
This guy right here, I ain't giving him no props, trying to prop him up too much. Listen, he's a legend. They got a titty called B1 in OPP, the old parish preacher. B1. Cool. Get all out of tears. You gonna hear his name right here, Kunta gave him.
Wow.
Right there.
I want to hear about like you say Soldier Slim was your celly. Y'all was in the same cell together.
Right. Me, him, Tank, and dude they called Wimpy. 4 was in the cell.
4 in the cell.
That's right.
When he came in, y'all had already been there.
Been knowing him.
But y'all had already been and locked up.
Yeah, we was there before him. He came in, we was already there.
What was his energy like? And what was the conversation? Give me some
Well,
conversation.
you know, when he seen us, man, you know me from the streets. What's that, baby? Love, you know.
Wow. What sticks out that he said to you during that time when that, because it was a long time ago, but what sticks out? Like, think back.
That charge that they had him on a murder and attempt murder.
Okay.
And it was him and a fall partner. His fall partner was across from you, which was in cell 3, right?
Yeah.
On the left. I was in cell 2 on the left. His fall partner was in cell 3 on the left. He was kind of leery of his fall partner because he didn't know how, you know,
yeah.
But he ain't did the charge.
Yeah.
You know, he told us out the gate, man, I ain't did any of my work, you know. But he was leery of his fall partner, you know.
Wow.
He didn't know how that was going to turn out.
But
as time went on, you know, yeah, it worked out. You know, it
worked out better for him.
You know, yeah.
So during time with him, he never had no issues with nobody because he was Soldier Slim.
Soldier, he ain't gonna do too much rapping. Let guys like us try. Come on, Soldier, baby, you got to give us something.
Yeah,
you know. But he's gonna have you laughing all day on the tip, man. He's gonna have you. Like I say, if he wasn't a rapper, he'd have been a comedian. He's a clown.
Wow. So how long would you say y'all was locked up in cells together?
What was thinking about 50 days? 50 days, right?
I think you know, somewhere. Because during that time, you'll do like 60 days, and if they don't accept your charges,
you go home.
You go home.
Like 50, something like that. Yeah, wow. He was on a murder attempt.
Wow. So when you look back just at the time, and I want to really go back into your backstory before we get to like what you end up going to prison. Right. How old was you when you went?
When I come to jail, I was 15.
You were 15?
15 years old.
Damn, they get y'all young down there.
Man, look. And they lied on me.
Man, look.
That's not juvie.
Man, look.
How did you, when you seen him at 15?
Listen. I come out my cell, and I see him in a cell. I had to do a double take. I'm walking past, I come back. I'm like, man, how old you is? Nigga, what you worrying about that for? Yeah. Oh, that's the Chuck. That's what I was telling you about. I said, all right, that's it right there.
You told him that to tell you.
Yeah.
And all that shit in there.
Because he don't
Yeah, I'm like, who that brother to say? How you get in here? And he's going off. I'm like, man, sit down.
Little.
Yeah, he was real small.
Wasn't even 100 pounds, 90 pounds, 90 pounds.
Don't miss this, because a lot of people miss the narrative. They'll go look. He's from Uptown.
Mid-City, baby.
It's still.
It's a third wall, though. It's a third wall, but it just ain't Uptown, because you got to cross the bridge to be from Uptown. But it's a third wall, but I'm from Mid-City before you cross the bridge.
What the hell?
In between downtown and uptown.
Let's go back to being 15. I got to get to why would you end up being targeted at 15 and thrown into jail and then prison?
The police that I forget the guy's name, but we call him Shorty on the streets. He had something personal against me.
It had to be. You 15.
That's what the charge was all about. The charges I was on, it was personal.
It made me think of that movie that Denzel was in. I know it tripped y'all, where he was a boxer and they kept this one cop did not like him. It was like that.
Just like that.
Exactly.
Personal. I don't know what it was. I don't even know the guy. You're a grown man. I'm 15 years old.
How you see?
He slept with his girl.
Right. You're a grown man.
I said you probably slept with his girl.
He's 15 though.
So 15-year-olds are bad.
But at the end of the day,
women. We're women.
What happened? When did you first see him?
Well, he been harassing me, pulling me over, put me on
pulling
the car.
You over?
Yeah.
You got no car at 15?
Putting me on the car, but this what got him on my trail. He pulled me over one time, and I had like $1,500 in my pocket. And it was
you walking or driving?
I was shopping. I was walking, just getting off
the
bus, coming from shopping. And he been on my trail ever since. He felt like I was a drug dealer.
Yeah, because how a 15-year-old have that much money?
$1,500 in my pocket,
right.
And so after that, he kept messing with you.
It was over with, on my trail. And I ended up with attempt murder and armed robbery charge because of him.
He started when he run up on you. He just trumping charges pretty much.
But I started off with attempt murder charge, that another bogus charge that I said about 40, 50 days, like they say the 60-day rule. Nobody come to court, they don't have nothing on you throw it out. When they throw that charge out, I had another attempted murder and another armed robbery that they stuck on me. That I done the 27 and a half behind.
Wow. So when you get this time, you 15. Where's your mother? Where's your daddy? What's going on?
All of them was there. My daddy was in prison. My mother was there the whole step. I'm talking about every step of the way, every second. till March 1st, 2023, when I come home on her birthday. She was there the whole time. So she know everything, you know. She was with me, you know. And, you know, basically he just lied on me, you know. I had my co-defendant, he tried to take the charge from day one, but they wait 23 years later for him to take his word then. That's how I come as I'm here right now.
Wow, they wait 23 years to take his word. They didn't take it 23 years before.
They won't hear it then. Because they made the victim, I was on attempt murder and on robbery, they made the victim lie.
Wow.
Right. And you got two witnesses, a 911 caller and an eyewitness. See, I had nothing to do with nothing. That's how I'm standing right here with this interview right now.
Wow. How was it doing time on something that you didn't even do? You know?
Yeah, you must have been angry.
It was crazy. I wasn't. It was. Yeah,
He was young.
Yeah,
He grew up in the system, though.
I really didn't understand
Damn,
what I was
right.
going through at the time.
That's right, because you was young, so he didn't really think about it.
So you
on
thought
a
you coming
level.
home.
You
Right.
said 25. I heard you loud and clear.
Yes.
If it's 25, he got to get 10 years to even get to
Right.
that.
That's
So
right.
he's really institutionalized as a child
Right.
going up into the state of
Right.
25 in order to even start maturity.
And to tell you the truth, my charges wasn't even my fight at that time. I was 15 years old, 90 pounds, 4'11". My fight was surviving in where I was at.
Wow.
Like them, they knew how small I was, but you know, I'm 10 toes, I'm a man, but it just, you know,
You was a kid.
right. You know, and I'm in here with adults. I'm talking about
Was there any time where people try to play you wrong?
many times. You know, I step
look,
up every
that's
time.
different.
That was nothing. The physical part of it was nothing. It was more mental to me.
So at 15, that wasn't a juvenile facility. That was prison that you went into
I was in
tried
the
him as an
past.
They tried him as an adult.
as an
Yeah,
adult.
they tried me as an adult, but they put me on the tier with guys that's older than me. and people.
But you had a guy like Kunta there that
Right.
was stand-up guys that was.
That's the whole thing that they do when they can't get you right on the street, and if they feel like you one of the ones that's out there in them certain neighborhoods doing things, they literally will send you to jail, knowing you're gonna come out, but they'll send you to all these parishes just for somebody to rape you, turn you out,
That's
or
right.
break you. They know you're gonna beat the charges. I just need to send you in there so you can see them monsters. I ain't gotta worry about you no more. And I tip your whole rest of your neighborhood when they see they done crack you.
That's right.
And so they always fish for the stand-up guys in these neighborhoods, whether they did something or not, just because their name is in the neighborhood, from holding the neighborhood down. I got to break you because you're bigger than the cops out here.
Right.
The people in the street respect you more than they respect us. So now I'm going to take y'all hometown hero, I'm going to put him in jail. And he better be everybody he was on the street. Because if he not, when he get in that cage, that's
over
when they
with.
all fold.
That's right.
When they ain't got that knife, they ain't got that gun, they ain't got them 15 niggas in the crew that they run with, and every ep they tell you, me and my boys. I remember when me and my boys.
Right.
You gotta walk in that motherfucker by yourself. By yourself.
How was it like? How when you looked and you heard the stories on Kunta and just meeting Kunta? Did you know? Kunta?
I know him from the street.
So what did you think when you seen you like? Hey, that's the
See, man, Slim, they called him Slim. That's his other name. They called him Slim. He fat now. But we had a little something. He had the fourth wall, I'm out the third wall. It was like inherited beef. We ain't had nothing personal. You know, the fourth wall always beef with the third wall. So, and we came up for our time. It was our time at that time, so we bumped heads a little bit.
So when you
No.
seen him, you was like, damn, I don't even rock with him.
Right, we was like, we wasn't enemies, personal enemies, but we was like, you know, inherited beef enemies. So when I come on,
they couldn't reach that point because of his sister. His
Right.
sister was gonna always literally keep that shit from going too far with me and him. Now, if I'd have caught him out of pocket, God forgive me, but I probably would have done him something.
Right.
If he'd have caught me out of pocket, he'd have done me something. We know. We done been in enough situations where some shit done transpired where we know, catch you nigga, I got something for your ass.
right,
But he had to make sure that certain people out my neighborhood didn't find out that he was the one who did it. And then I had to make sure I didn't, you know, his sister, you know, I couldn't look her in her face and all that, you know, no, it wasn't gonna add up, but I wasn't gonna let this brother take me out either.
But let me.
look, I come on the till when I first come on the till with him.
Ask your sister.
First day,
She'll tell you.
he come on the till, big old coon. He looking like he look right now, big
I
old
got
dude.
you now.
Look what he said. First thing he said, "Oh, I got you now."
I got you now.
Know what I said?
What
Come
she
on
said?
with it, big
Come on
boy.
with it.
Come on with it, big boy.
So when did y'all get close?
When we got close,
Yeah.
well, I mean, we always knew each other, but when he came into the prison, When he came to the parish for his charge, I was already in. He was already in. He fell on a chair. And that was me just licking my chops. I wasn't gonna do him nothing anyway.
Right.
I just wanted to, I got you. See, you know you don't stand a chance right now.
Right.
Not with that. Not with them 90 pounds. Now I'm about to make your neighborhood feel it because his neighborhood is right outside the door of the jailhouse.
Right. Right down the street.
His whole neighborhood covered Orleans Parish. That's his neighborhood. So I wanted to make them hear that I got him now. He in here with me.
And you young at the time.
His sister came visiting.
How old was you at the
17.
time? 17.
I was 17. He was 15.
Yeah, I know he was on his neck.
Visit him, and when she came visit him, I told her what I say, Melissa. I said he fucked up. I got him. She said, if you fuck with my brother, that's right there.
You didn't mess with him.
Okay, she G'd up.
Man.
She G'd up. His son been saving him since he been alive.
Wow.
So just let's talk about you was locked up with C Murder.
Right. Just left him. Just left him.
But how is C Murder's
That's my boy.
mentally? How is he doing?
Mentally, C Murder is straight. See how you see us functioning right now? He's straight. Never
He's straight.
broke him. He's straight. Cause he know he innocent and he know he coming home. He know he got a bunch of dudes like this out here and more people fighting for him. So he know everything positive. I'm talking about he ain't stressing,
really,
everything positive.
In actuality, you saying that he still got faith.
Yeah, I'm talking about this.
You
to
see
the
what
universe.
I'm saying?
Definitely.
It's to the universe. His faith is to the universe. He know he coming home.
Seeing too many people come out.
That's right. He know he coming home.
It's going on.
That's right.
That's love, man. That's
Right.
love. Like, so how? Okay, you how long were you locked up with C Murder? How many years?
When C Murder come to the can, when he come to the pen, about 12 or 13 or something. No, he come before that.
Yeah.
When he come around us, cause he went to playing football like around about 10 or something, 9 or something.
I don't know. He
I don't know.
came on. I was over there.
I just remember you
Yeah,
came.
you
I
around
can't
10,
remember
you know?
exactly what year.
I don't know. He shot on the 10.
I wanted 9. I won't say it's 9 or
I was
10.
playing basketball.
So about
Right.
13 years.
Right.
Yeah.
So you and him were locked up for 13 years together. And you know, from people coming to see him, Monica, the grandma used to
I've
come
been in
see
there a
him.
few times in the visit shit with him and Monica.
With him and
come
Monica.
see him,
Monica
yeah.
come see him, you be in
One
there.
time in Hunt, since when we was in Hunt.
You was in Hunts with
I
him
left
too.
Angola and went to Hunt. In 2022 in March, I left Angola and went to Hunts. And he was up there in Hunts. And I would fail that visit with him and Monica come saw him.
Wow, and it's crazy because they would check her to go in and come in. They have to check her. She have to go through a lot just to come see
She
him.
a soldier too. I
does
want to
she
shout
have
out to Monica. She a soldier.
What
Real
do
talk.
they have to go through to
That's
come in?
very
Because I know y'all know.
It's disrespectful, bro. They do anything they can.
Patting them down and disrespecting the women like
make
that.
your family
Yeah.
not come see you.
Trying to really discourage people to
Discourage
come
them
visit
from
you.
coming back.
That's the whole thing when visit days is up for them to come
search you.
to make them be
Different.
discouraged for not to come the next week.
Violate.
So-
It's really
But then, and when the woman tell you men that this is what they had to go through, that just makes you even more angry against the.
Yeah,
Not wanting her to
guards.
come.
Right,
but
right.
She knows she got to hold you down. You know, she your woman or whatever,
Right.
and she won't be there for you. Might got kids. She won't bring your kids and everything.
They
So
violate.
they gonna go through that.
They violate.
No,
their
but you
animals.
see the
They love
same
you for
guard
real.
that did this
Right.
to her.
But they're not gonna tell you that because some of if they
ain't gonna
know
know
you,
you.
They don't
if
want you to get in.
because they know you're gonna do something.
Right, they don't want
What
you
mean?
to-
I don't care how much time I got. If you tell my mama tell me a security guard touched her inappropriately,
It's
doing
over
shit
with.
down, that's another life sentence.
That's
for me.
right. It's
I wouldn't
over
care
with.
what the people say.
That's real.
I catch that right then and there
So your-
in the visiting shit
So
in
your
front of
family
everybody.
not gonna say Sergeant Miller, the one that searched me down and like he touched my cat.
Yeah, so she's not, you know.
You know, they might just say a sergeant like he, you know, I don't like this sergeant, you know, they ain't gonna never say no name because they know what type of dudes we is. If we ever run around that sergeant,
It's game time.
no matter,
Wow.
you know, no telling how it gonna turn
So
out.
you being in there, did you ever have females come see you?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you ever hear any stories of anything?
They always come through like, only reason I'm doing this is because of you.
They wouldn't tell you
Them
why, but
people-
they'll tell you.
Them people is disrespectful
They
at that
violate
front
them,
gate. Only reason I'm coming up here is because of you.
So you can only imagine what Monica have to go through.
That's right.
trying
That's why
to
I
get
say
this
she a
shit to see.
soldier.
And she a celebrity, so
Right.
they know that.
So they gonna make it hard for her regardless, you know, just because who she is.
Exactly.
You know, not for her to come see murder, come see Slim, you know? But she still coming through that thing. Fuck what y'all talking about. Coming
I
through
love
that.
him. I ain't trying to hear
Right.
that.
She G'd up, soldier down, dog. That
Wow.
woman right there.
Wow.
G'd up soldier now.
Wow.
Ain't no celebrity, a person of her status gonna be going through that. Ain't got to go through that, you know. But she going through it for that dude.
Wow.
You know, for whatever they share, you know.
Yeah, it got interesting, you know, like even for P, I remember they was having, because you're going to have a problem when you family, you know what I mean? And P, I remember him saying something to the fact of grandma, before she passed, she would always come see C. And he said that, and it didn't register to me, but now that I hear y'all talking, I think back to that and say I understand why he was saying that, because he had been down there too, and he know what it is to have to go through there and visit.
Right.
As civilians going in to see somebody who's locked up and incarcerated.
But a male shouldn't feel that way.
For a guy of his status,
No, nigga.
for a guy of his status to still be locked in that prison, it takes a lot from a lot of guys that's in there, especially with him being innocent. Guys knowing that, man, you actually got access to, you know what I'm saying? And they can't get you out on it. So you just imagine with somebody who ain't got no support, fighting 20, 30 years, all the people done died. Man, this man can't get out with the support he got.
His brother damn near billionaire,
we not worried about what P got. P could be flat out broke just off his name alone. A lawyer got me out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't paid one dollar. It's just about who you know. And for them to still have that guy sitting in there after all this time, but that's crazy.
And me and C. Murray, let me tell you this here before you ask that question. We created a bind. We was cool in Angola, but when I got the Hunts, we was in the dome right by each other.
Yeah, I heard about that dome.
You know, so we got like kind of jam right there. Listen, and he like how he is with me right now. I live with C with that type of relationship. How me and him share a relationship. That's how me and C is now from living in that dome together in Hunt's facility. Listen,
I heard about
for
that
the
dome.
world, I'm talking about the world. Campbell, y'all roll it out.
When I had Mac on,
brother ain't do that charge.
But when I had Mac on, Mac said that they figured it out, the gang stuff in Hunt. I think that's what he was talking about. Mm-hmm. He's saying they just put all y'all in a dorm together. They don't worry about no gangs.
Yeah, they don't worry about that. Ain't no gang. You got to get it how you live.
Well, first of all, with them people in this deal and DOC inside, man, look here. You was in their head, you in there to die.
That's
I don't
right.
care how you die.
Right.
Oh.
Period.
That's right.
Whether another inmate do it to you, whether something, that's why I told you about that. What goes in on prison stays in prison. That shit is dead.
You're killing that trend right there.
Kill that, literally.
Right.
Well, kill it. It got to die, bro, because they got so many guys. I hate to put this out there, but I lost so many friends with the epidemic with the fentanyl.
That's right. Baby
Man, I'm
Jane.
talking about literally, bro.
Cornbread.
I'm gonna get y'all to switch because he doing all the talking.
And then like a
switch with him.
I'm sorry, bro. But by
No. I want to hear. I want him to hear that mic
I must have lost about.
Cause you done got quiet on me because I shut him down with these questions already.
Oh yeah, he about to take you that legal one.
he gonna go with that paperwork.
Johnny Cochran for real. I'm talking about he Johnny for real.
Not really.
Now we gonna get into it. It's all good. But my thing is, you know, for you, like 15, it's something extraordinary to hear that you at 15, at 15 years old had to go through that, bro, and you still here to talk about it. Man, that's crazy to me, bro.
Canizero dummy. I want to put that on camera too. Leon Canizero. He gave me 50 years on attempted murder and 99 years on the armed robbery. First offender, never been convicted. Ran it wild, left me with 149 years.
Take that.
Say that again. I want to hear that one more time.
Leon Canizero, Section J, Orleans Parish. Gave me 50 years as a 15-year-old on attempted murder, 99 years on the armed robbery on the same one person. Ran it wild, never been convicted. My first conviction, 15 years old, remember my age. Tried as an adult. Gave me 50, 99. Ran it wild, left me with 149 years. That means life in Louisiana. You're gonna die.
Life in
Whatever jail you in, whatever DOC in, you're gonna die right there. Unless we feel sorry for you and let you out. 15 years old. And I was innocent.
That's the cold blood part. I was wondering when you gonna get to
And I was innocent.
Forced to take it there.
That's right.
To come home. Knowing you gonna get tired. Same thing they tried to hit me with. And don't know where I got it from. Probably I'm gonna take that back. My mother passed right before I came out. She passed, there was no way in the world I was taking the deal. There's nothing, I mean, I had my daughter and family, but you took mine. You took everything. Man, ain't no cop out. I need that bag now.
Now, see what he just
3
said,
weeks
Juke?
later, they cut me loose, but they
He
were
wasn't-
just talking about only way I come out if I take this deal. Turned it down 3 weeks later. All the while they were just trying to see if they could get me to be stupid, knowing that I'm innocent, knowing that they done found everything to exonerate me. Oh, we got a deal for what you mean a deal? Why would you play the game like that? Why are you playing games?
They
Now check
bluffing
the
you.
flip side.
That's a bluff. They trying to bluff you.
Exactly.
Check the flip
You're not supposed
side.
to bluff with the law.
See what he
It's
said, his
lies.
situation? Vice versa with me. They try to make him take the deal. Now, my mama just had a heart attack. The lady that been there, day one, 1995, all the way to 2023, March 1st when I come home. Just had a heart attack and a stroke. This what they do me. I'm innocent.
Wow.
Listen, we got a deal for you. Now, my mama she's still in the hospital. We don't know how this is going to turn out. It's my baby. It's my soldier.
That's what they using because
That's right.
they know that
They know
you
this.
want
They know all this here.
They know you want to go home.
They know I won't go home. Listen, we know you ain't done it, but we ain't got the money out of Louisiana. We broke. We can't pay nobody else that got exonerated. See, they got to pay this guy right here. They pay Jerome Morgan. They pay such and such and Joe Blow now. They know I'm innocent. They told my lawyer, listen, we can't pay. The state broke right now.
They told your lawyer that.
That's what they told my lawyer. But we gonna give him a deal where he gonna cop out to a misdemeanor. It's just like he never done nothing. So they made me cop out to a charge that carries 0 to 6 months. And I done 27 and a half.
How you gonna make a man cop out to a charge 0 6 months?
Only
The charge
reason I
he
took
owned
that
don't
charge.
even carry.
And
Mama has stroke.
right.
I don't know if my mama gonna conk out today or tomorrow.
You know
I'd have
what I'm
still
talking
been in there right now fighting. Because I got a good case. It's Sean. Right now, it's Sean. I got black and white right now showing that I didn't do a goddamn thing. From an eyewitness to a 911 call. Didn't do nothing. The only reason Charles Daniels took that deal, a.k.a. Chuck, took that deal because of my mama. I don't know when, she in the hospital, heart, stroke, everything. I got to get to that baby. She got to see me free.
Real talk. You
That
ain't did
might
nothing
help
wrong.
her out.
You ain't did nothing
That
wrong.
might
They
shake her
violated.
back.
You ain't did nothing wrong.
You
They
ain't did nothing
violated.
wrong.
And she
Right.
she good.
They
Now
violated.
she's
you,
shaking
homie.
back because her son home.
Right.
Yeah, real talk.
That's right, her baby home. I got 2 sisters. One died of cancer, my oldest sister. My middle sister, Melissa, the one he cool with, still there, and my mama. That's who rocked with me the whole time. And my brother-in-law, Pat.
Wow.
That's who rocked with me the whole time.
And man, it's a blessing to have you on the show, man. I appreciate you for even coming. I know you guys came a long way, and I just appreciate it, man. I like I said, man, I just hear these stories, man, of how they do y'all down there, especially Louisiana for some reason. Louisiana is the one, boy. I hear some stories down there that just blow my hair
Better than
back.
Orleans. I ain't, putting everybody else parish down. Orleans parish, they filled the prisons up, man. But
Man.
Orleans parish.
How many prisons down there in Louisiana?
Temperament
Well,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
They
7,
done
8.
merged them now, but they had so many.
Oh,
they
they
did
did.
literally had.
Right.
They was all full.
Another thing I gotta ask about is Boosie when he was locked up. You was locked up with. I
That's
know
right.
you was. You was locked up with
Yeah,
Boosie.
that's right.
Last time you made a statement, and it was like he wasn't. Oh, he was in PC, but he wasn't. He wasn't.
No,
he didn't.
he made it. The guy put this the thing. I don't care what nobody say. I know for a fact, that dude was trying to get
Out of
off PC from the time he hit the prison.
Right.
I also know for a fact that the whole prison, majority of the guys from Baton Rouge was mouthing about they was looking for him and what they was gonna do him.
Right.
And that's what made him want to come out even more. Even more. When that shit picked up. That's what made me respect the cat. I don't know, period. I just know him from seeing him, like I told you, in jail. Not to shit on them guys, but they don't come to Angola and, we can give a fuck who you is.
Don't matter about you
It
being
don't
a
matter about
famous
them
rapper.
having
None of that.
None of that.
That shit might carry weight with the women, but for the prison, it don't carry no weight. You got to put your work in.
You gotta show me.
What you doing, nigga. You gonna wind up on the wrong end of the stick.
Right.
So with that being said, I respect the guy, put the work in to come out. The guy made it somewhere around there by Bass. He didn't make it to where most people
Well, C murdered that.
Yeah,
C-
in the
C murdered
main
that.
prison.
See,
or some
he
shit.
live around us.
Yeah.
He live around us. Boosie never lived around us.
She was that bad too.
Wow.
His
So
son seen the
you
band
you heard
first.
that he was in the prison. You never got to see him. Or
I saw him in everything. He was in Hawk. He was
still
in
walking
Camp J.
everywhere.
Bass was the first dome he went to.
What? What was that?
Camp J. Bass.
Okay.
That's not the Camp J where they cut up
The
at.
camp I was telling you about.
Just the
Yeah.
camp as well.
A camp where he's in population. He's in population, but it's so far away from the other camps.
Where it go down at.
They got their own camp.
Right.
the way the camp structured on the farm, they got their own thing.
Right.
It's Camp J, Camp D, C, they got.
And
the
they're
camp.
not putting him there because he a coward or
No,
nothing,
no,
just because of Boosie.
And let's
See murder.
Listen to this, man. Remember I told you that? High profile.
See, murder
guy come there.
See, murder just did more than him to get out of there. See, murder went to the extent. I'm not about once we told C, man, what you doing in that dome? What's happening, man? What they got you? Oh, they probably got me that because of who I am, brother. Man, you got to come out there. What you mean? What kind of dome is there? That ain't.
He didn't even know.
He didn't know.
They don't be knowing.
So once we done told him,
and they hid their thing because of their status. They it's that same shit they did with Wayne and Raggers out. And
Right.
Straight to PC.
Right.
You got too much power. Now it's on Wayne when he won't get in there and say, man, y'all violating me by putting me in protected custody.
because he got rights.
He still have his rights to roam
right.
around that prison.
That's right.
I want to come out.
That's right.
It would be foolish to say that because, so why throw yourself in the pool like that?
Right.
But that dude, come out that fucking cell. I don't give a fuck.
But some people just don't know their rights.
Right.
Some people don't know their rights.
Yeah, some don't know, and some guys just feel, that they have to they understand what type of situation the people put them in. That's a catch-22.
Boosie wasn't no coward. He wasn't
that's
pussy or none of that there.
That's the system.
But
That's
when
how they
you
try to
when you
break
heard
it.
he was in there though, did you?
I just saying.
That's what they want the streets to hear.
I just saying.
That's what the system
He
do.
just ain't never lived
Boosie,
around us.
Protected custody. That take away from all the morale he had on the street.
Right.
C Murder is in protected custody. That take from all the morale they have on the
That's
street.
right.
That's the
All
only
that's their
reason.
strategy.
That's their strategy. Everything that goes on inside the prison is a strategy to make us collide.
Right.
Period. Where the free folks ain't got to do nothing and sit back and watch us
kill
scrap.
each other.
And see this guy right here, he always kept guys
That's
like
right.
us because we was wild and we didn't really play the law line bearer and all that there. See him, he kept us on our rights, what we can do and what we can't do. What the law, allow us to do and what the
Hands
law
down.
don't allow. That's what
Most
that's where he
focus
came
is
in.
young cat out of our generation in the penitentiary. They had other guys that went in with him, but they couldn't handle the long haul, or either they was in there for just themselves. And I can't knock no guy for, but you take that position, and that position is for you to help the prison.
Right.
He was one of them guys that come under the tutelage of guys that really get a game, and that guy learned law, man. When I tell
He did
you,
it out his heart.
help so many niggas. It's
How did he
crazy.
help you? Because you said earlier that he helped you.
Oh, him? Oh, he helped me a whole lot. I'm talking about I go to the law line. Well, sometimes he get mad at me. I send one of our friends.
All the time.
Buff, man, look, I need this case right here. Let's write him a letter. And going up there to the law library, get at the buff for me. He gonna send what I asked for back, but he gonna send a note back. Nigga, come the next time, come yourself and get it.
Yeah, he sent me no letter. I hate letters.
And he don't like all that. He want us to be in their hands on and teach us the law.
Right.
Go ahead,
You
go
know?
play basketball. I don't
Yeah.
tell me what you want. Go ahead.
Right, yeah, I know
play
you wanna
ball?
go play some
You wanna
football.
go play basketball? Wanna play football? Go
Yeah,
play
go ahead
football.
on, I got this here.
I'm going up in here. I'm going home. You go
Right.
on down there. I'm man, chill. Nigga, I
That's
got a
what I loves
lawyer.
about it.
Keep on having a lawyer here. And
When we ain't
Here's when to
focused,
catch
he
it
gonna
up.
make sure, man, you're tripping.
Let me
So
ask
wait
you.
a minute,
Hold on, I gotta ask about this Mac. Mac, you never ran into Mac when you was in there?
Well, Mac was at Hunt.
He was.
And he came to Angola one time for a hospice thing.
Right.
One time, and I was in a room with him, but I ain't never.
You didn't get to talk.
We ain't.
I was just talking about his case because we know he was
No. I saw him
You already know too
that
much
day.
about man. He was in Hunt.
Yeah, by him
So
being
y'all
in
didn't,
Hunt,
you never went to Hunt's.
Yeah, I went to
That
Hunt my
time.
last year. I went to Hunt from March 2024 to March 1st this year when I come home.
Okay, but he was
Yeah, Mac,
already
He was
gone.
gone. They
I heard
gone
all
already.
good things about him, though.
He
Mac
straight.
was
All the
straight.
guys
I
went
went
to
to Hunt.
Hunt.
bro.
When I went to Hunt and I'm asking dudes about Mac, stamp it. Stamp.
All good things.
Stamp. Nothing bad.
I just know that his
That's
case
not
was
just on no street shit. I'm
Right.
talking about literally just
All the way around the board.
helping guys.
That's right.
helping
Period.
people.
Stamp.
That man was something serious
right.
in that population in Hunts. As far as you know, inspiring guys and helping guys. That shit he doing on the ground ain't no fluke.
Right.
That shit he fucking with, he ain't fluking with it.
That's what he
I
did in
know he
Hunt.
not fluking with it.
That's
You know what
right.
I'm saying? So I understand that Boosie ain't no fluke. Before Boosie came to G, I couldn't stand him.
You didn't like Boost?
I mean, I couldn't handle his voice. It was, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm real shit. I couldn't. I
Because
couldn't
of the
handle
way he rap?
it was so squeaky. It sounded like a kid. It was too consistent on the squeaky side.
Right. He ain't like the voice.
So I don't know. You know, we can hear his music, but I couldn't listen to his voice. It's too sweet. I couldn't handle it. It get on my nerves after you go to the next song.
Yeah, he said he's straight.
What you tell him? You say he hard.
I put up on it, but you don't like this new Boosie right here?
I ain't heard him spit a whack verse since he come from Angola.
Nigga can rap, but I don't like his voice.
Wait a minute. Say that again.
Since he left Angola, I ain't heard a whack verse from Boosie.
Right.
And
Since
no,
he left
all
Angola. Since him and that guy, like a man, him and what's that boy?
Who that is?
Stand up.
ATL. Yeah. I know you're talking about.
Rich Homie Quan.
Rich Homie Quan.
He ain't miss since Stand Up Like a Man. He ain't miss a.
Him and Mo3 went crazy.
Yeah, he went crazy with Mo3. That's right.
They running for Boosie right now.
Dallas, man.
They let Boosie do features with
Mo3.
the little guys and the little kids and stuff like that because the guys that he's supposed, they ain't gonna give him no feature because he's too hard.
Right.
Yeah.
He too hard. He ain't missing.
He just got out of the gun situation, and I'm gonna be honest.
Feds, huh?
Yeah. And he still, I think he got out on bond. We don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know how the lawyers up there in California. You the man for that. But I don't know how the lawyers up in California. But to catch him, and I think they say one of the security guys that had the gun, you know, because they gonna play you if they catch you anyway wrong and you got some type of record and you around that gun.
That they trying to get him on. He got the gun in his back pocket.
They're trying to say gun in the back pocket. They keep
and
pointing that out.
That's what they got him on. You know, but you know he on paper or some shit, some type of shit where he can't have no gun.
He's straight.
So that's what the feds fucking with him on.
He's straight.
He's straight.
He's straight.
He gonna be all right.
He gonna be all right. He's straight. They know. He slipped up. They know he slipped up.
I think they just fucking with him.
That's his last shot right there.
Right.
If you ask me, I don't want to speak for the people. I don't want to speak for him. I don't want to put nothing on it. They let him make that bind and slide out them feds just now. They know they fuck with him bad. I don't know what it was. Somebody sent that. Something wasn't right about the whole shit.
Right.
Something wasn't right. It's like that was entrapment. They literally had it staged to send that guy to jail.
Right.
Like the people say, even people say, what the fuck, you got a helicopter? You got real stars, like you got a helicopter follow Boosie from a helicopter, all the stars in California, that do shit.
But you know they already have been stopping him outside of his estate.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying, all the way
they had already been stopping him.
You following him all the way to California? Man on a business venture. Man going, you know, all of a sudden, you know, that I mean, you stalked him out.
And they ain't really busting with the gun. They just seen him on film with the gun in his back pocket. That could have been a toy.
That's my whole thing.
Could have been a BB gun.
Who to tell who the you know?
They don't even know.
Right, you don't even know. You just know it's
They said that they literally seen a copy of the gun, whoop whoop whoop, and then they seen the same make of the gun in his pocket. Man,
come on, man.
Man, they just tell us anything. They just say anything.
Wow.
Shit don't even make sense.
Nah, it don't, man.
So it's the same model we just seen. No.
And I'm gonna wrap this up, you guys. Like, how can people get off? First of all, let's say the name of that podcast one more time.
Streets to the Pen.
Streets to the Pen. And when can we watch it? And where can we hear it?
I say give us at least to the middle of this month, and we'll be all the way up.
Middle of July.
Yeah, it will be up and running. Guaranteed.
Y'all got to come back and rock with me after some episodes come out.
Like I said,
you on now for sure.
No, we coming back.
Listen, y'all can't do it without Lil Chucky, because Lil Chucky from 15. How old was you when you got out?
43.
15 years old at 43, you were locked up.
Right.
How crazy is that? For something you didn't do.
For something you didn't do.
And you know I gotta put this on camera. I'm the best wide receiver in the world.
Oh man!
Not in the pen. They took all that from me. See, I'm talking about the best in the world, man.
This was in Lil League in the city. In the Lil League tees in the city. This was the city shining star right here. Before he went to prison. This literally, I'm talking about the sports. I'm talking about in the they know him, literally. Newspaper, all that shit for playing sport. That guy there.
And they took him out like
took all that.
They'll shake you up.
Wow. Hey man, so man, like I said, man, I thank y'all for coming on the show. And definitely, man, hey, Big Buff, when the next person come out, you bringing them on here to show me that, hey man, this is the person who you've helped. I love to meet some of those people.
Okay.
He bringing a few of them. He gonna bring a few of them.
Look,
he can call them for you.
This is my saying right here. God said feed the people, so it's lunchtime.
That's it.
Wow.
Straight like that.
Wow.
That's eat.
Man, so man, thank y'all for coming on the show, man.
you, bro.
I appreciate y'all, man. It's love, man. Lil Chucky, Kunta, come on, Big Buff.
Holla at the
Stop
grad-
playing,
holla at
stop
the
playing,
grad-
stop
graduation,
playing.
baby. Holla at the
Oh yeah,
graduation,
she going to Brown, you know,
Yeah.
and she getting ready to go up to Rhode Island, man. So I'm excited about my baby girl
right,
going
man.
to
That's
college,
right.
man.
That's right.
And she's 17. My son 15. I can imagine my son right now. Think about that.
Going to prison.
Going to prison at 15.
At a lot for a
And
lot.
he didn't even do this.
That's right.
And they just caught him in the car or something. And me and you fighting to try to get him home. And he never could come home till 43.
See?
Mm-hmm.
Think about his mom. Man, I like to interview
Couldn't
your mother,
graduate
bro.
high school, couldn't go to college, none of that. He took all that. Took all that.
Wow. Man, you dropping money.
All right.
I keep it if you got. That nigga got so much, it's dropping everywhere.
To be honest with you, I was trying to handle. I didn't want to do it on camera. That's for you, baby, bro.
Oh, yeah, that's for the baby.
That's for the baby.
Man, she gonna
right.
love you.
That's right.
Hey, she been getting too much money lately. I'm gonna cut out.
She called me on while I was on camera. Y'all
she
was doing the
did
interview.
call, and
I ain't
she,
never
hey,
forgot
she go,
about it.
hey, listen, and man, listen, I'm gonna send you the I'm gonna show you something when we get off here. But it's just, listen, I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. This ain't the last time we get together.
No, indeed.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you guys are part of Boss Talk 101. You hear me?
That's up.
So as y'all show go up, cause it's gonna go up.
Indeed.
I'm gonna definitely keep promoting it. And if
That's
it's
right.
anything you guys need to push out there through this channel, it's already done.
That's up.
You know what I'm saying? So all you gotta do is holler
Appreciate
at
you in
me.
the midst.
You send it, say, E man, we doing this. We trying to put our side on it. I'm here for y'all, bro.
Right,
And I ask y'all to do the same for me because y'all gonna pass me up.
You grand,
You hear
baby.
me? Y'all
You
gonna
grand.
pay.
Just put it this way. We see you on top. Just put it that way.
Check it, man.
That's
It's
right.
Good job, baby.
Kunta, Big Buff, and that boy Chucky, man. Been another great segment of Boss Talk 101 where the bosses talk.
Definitely.
Straight like that.
Man.